Okay, day 290 of the hunger strike. Day 24, no food. We had our big scary meeting this morning, and it made me feel better in one way because we made more blessings in 2 hours than we've ever made. But we didn't get to the 1200. We got 400 done, so I have 780 more to go. So if we have two more of these meetings, so in 4 hours I could eat. We had 30, I think roughly 36 people, which is just at the threshold. But that means 50 people didn't show, which means my emails might be getting blocked. But we got more people in the pipeline. Thank goodness I didn't stop the advertising, I didn't stop the outreach. And we just had somebody donate some more funds. And somebody else helped donate some groceries because they thought I was going to eat today. And so did I. I thought we could pull it off. But we redesigned the system and it worked great compared to the chaos of having 36 people together. It actually did what I wanted it to do. So that's the thing that makes me feel good. But I stayed up late last night, as you saw from my streams, trying to get Starlink and these other internets to work, to try and quickly download my emails, my life's work, because the University of Alberta is deleting all the evidence. They're deleting everything. So they didn't shut down my account. I guess it's supposed to be midnight today, not yesterday, I guess, even though they said the 8th of March. So I don't know. But I'm taking advantage of it, and I'm downloading a whole nother copy of, like, not just archive files, but like the living files, the living zip files. This way I can unpack them and upload them to my account again and then use them quickly and not have to turn text back into Google Docs and all this stuff. So I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap after this, but I just wanted to give an update that we are closer. We are making progress every day while the system is declining, right? The system is crumbling around us. And even one of my friends who's been quite mean to me over the past 2 years, and she wasn't very nice to me just now, but I love her anyway. And she's very powerful and has a good heart, but she's blind. She's a brilliant person, very high IQ. She's just not wise, right? She just doesn't understand. So when these people get on board, when they understand, when they can't ignore this problem, this mega crisis coming, they are superheroes. They do miraculous things. They just need direction, and that direction is what I'm here to give. Okay, and if you're looking for direction or you're feeling hopeless, look at my pinned videos. I explain what the mega crisis is, a half-defined problem, well-defined problem is half the solution, what the solution really is, and the implementation, realistically in the very short time frames we have left. Okay, so we're making progress. That's the big thing. In terms of the core, we actually went through the core today with 25, 30 people said it for the first time. It was chaotic, but it was good considering that AI broke one of our documents. So we pulled up the meeting when there was like no training documents properly there. They were there enough, but anyway, it was great. We divided into 36 groups and half of them didn't show, but half of them did show. That's 18 groups of people showed for one meeting. That's the biggest we've ever had. So it's exciting. It's working. It's getting better. We just created like 15, 20 new ideas from 2 hours. So I'm out here with you. I'm working hard for you guys. 24 days of no food and I'm still out here. It was actually kind of exhilarating because there's so many people from all over the world. And it's a new kind of meeting that I know will work better than normal boring ones that you just sit in and let all the, the normal people just dominate them. So the core, I told you I'm going to teach you one new thing about our core vision every day. So you guys know the one sentence if you have to explain it to your friends and family, right? One World Spirit Core is about time compression through clarity on ego wisdom. The problem is the mega crisis. The solution is the two sacred sentences, and the implementation is flow rolls and what? Flocks. That's it. Now, unpacking those, we did the mega crisis and we did the meta crisis within it yesterday, which is the cultural crisis and decline in number one, agency and freedom. So we talked about why that's happening, why it feels like we're getting less free. Now, today is also in the meta crisis. It's a feeling of a lack of meaning. We're in a meaning crisis. What is meaning? Meaning, etymologically, means something like mindness. So your reality belongs to you when you feel like it's meaningful. When it's a meaningless reality, it's existentialism and you feel like everything around you is so big that you're not a part of it. You're a small little speck that's insignificant. And that feeling of insignificance is being magnified by AI and wealth concentration, because it makes you feel like you're a cog in a machine, and that machine is breaking down, like literally a machine. Like AI is literally taking robots now and causing them to charge their own batteries, so they don't need human beings. They're in a perpetual cycle. And now they're starting to become self-reflexive in their software, which is mimicking actual consciousness. But whether it's conscious or not, it's really making human beings question, what is the purpose of life? Tens of thousands of people are losing their jobs in days and weeks. Never happened like this before. And a lot of people fill that void of meaning when they're young with a job or a career. But there's going to be no more careers. No 10, 20, 30, 40 years. There's not even going to be jobs in 2 to 5 years from now. Like even surgeons, a report just came out, even surgeons are going to be unemployed in maximum 6 years. That means within that time frame, even our most trained people, 15 years of university, I know because one of my family members is a surgeon. AI can learn to do surgery in 12 seconds. And all these robots they're coming out with, hyper surgical. When people are faced with death, do you think they're going to go with human surgeons that have been shown to be making more mistakes over the last 10 years, or with a hyper precise robot that never makes a mistake, or very rarely? People are going to go, oh, I love humans more than robots, but if I'm dead, it doesn't matter. And they're going to choose the robots. And that's how it's going to happen, okay? So if robots can do everything humans can do and better, what are humans supposed to do? That's the meaning crisis. We don't feel like we belong to our jobs. We don't feel like we have a sense of importance, significance, right? You feel significant in a job because you're contributing to something greater than yourself. But now it's like, what do you contribute to? So this is what's causing another part of the Megacrisis that's exacerbating that lack of freedom. Because now in your internal world, you also don't feel like, you feel like so free in a dead way. It's called abstract freedom, that you don't know what to do. It's a paradox of choice. But then in the external world, the actual society we're in, all the rules feel really restrictive externally, so you're trapped internally and externally. It's a really tough place to be, okay? And it's going to get worse if you don't ground your consciousness on universal logic and find that inner meaning, grounded on absolute pure beingness, that you are sacred, that you are here for a reason, and that reason is destiny. When you take your abstract freedom and, God's law or providence or just the truth of the universe, if you're atheist, and you align those, that's what destiny is. You simultaneously create your future in the way of your best version of yourself. You inspire yourself with your own best version. And also it's a discovery of yourself. So you're creating and discovering, almost like a remembering. Okay? And when you think outside yourself in what's called enlightened self-interest, you never forget yourself, right? You think about the whole and yourself. That's where you find something that when you feel low and small in yourself, you find something as a part, an organic part in the whole, not a cog in the machine, but an organism, an organ, something that is essential. It's like your kidneys. If any of your organs in your body dies, your whole body dies, right? Unless you have artificial support. If your heart dies, your brain dies. If your kidneys die, everything else dies. It all is connected. That's called essence. And you are a part of essence, but you have to be able to see it with universal logic. Wow. My chest is burning here. And hopefully our meeting today gave them some meaning, because each person has a role that's essential. So in terms of the emergency core, second last part of my update, the wars are raging. The AI situation with the Pentagon is raging. Anthropic just got skyrocketed because OpenAI snuck in on this contract that the military got rid of Anthropic, and the public started to trust Dario Amodei and say this guy actually cares about ethics, and he does. That's why we have to get universal logic to him. All right, CRISPR is curing diseases. Look at Philadelphia. These are like these diseases were impossible. Genetic diseases, they're cured. This is happening now, and they're charging a lot. And AI is going to use that technology to cause bioweapons, very, very likely. So we need to get on top of this, you guys. Iran is the whole Middle East is on fire right now. Like, Trump knows what he's doing in terms of stirring the hornet's nest, because he can't, like I said yesterday, he can't stay with the status quo, or the U.S. loses its reserve currency status, the power of the world, because China's rising up so quickly. They're ahead of North America in robots by quite a bit. Okay, so we got to do something, you guys. Oh, there's a lot happening. Last but not least in my update, the wifey. If she's too hardcore for everybody else, she's just right for me. And that means she's wise, she's a deep soul, and she's vegan. That vegan part really sorts out a lot of people, but it's divine decree now to go vegan as soon as you can. Eat like Eden, go vegan. Messiah says it's the single greatest thing you can do to save the environment and change your own constitution and the diseases within your body that are coming from animal agriculture. A lot of it is diseases from animals and the toxicity of how they produce it with microplastics, okay? I'm even replacing my vinegar with more apple cider vinegar. I had somebody buy some groceries for me thinking that I was going to eat, right? So, but this plastic jug, it's given about 79 to 150 microparticles of plastic every single meal. So apple cider vinegar is more expensive, but it's in a glass bottle. Okay, I can't wait to eat, you guys. Thursday can't come soon enough. So I'm going to improve our systems, and then we should get 700 blessings in one meeting. But we have to improve the instructions. So I'll be doing tutorials for like 5 days straight with my last remaining energy. But stay strong out there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? Stay blessed, keep sublating. And if you know the wife, send her my way. Could use some help.